Today I will start your new chapter, that is from class 9th, and that is why do we fall in. In previous chapter we have taught, we have learnt regarding cell, regarding tissues, and now it is the turn for our health. And you all know that what is the importance of health. Right from your junior classes, you are writing the paragraph on what is the importance of health. Health is wealth. It has been rightly said that money lost, nothing lost. Health lost, something lost. And if character lost, everything is lost. So, health is having its own importance in our life. If I am here, if I am delivering my work, if I am performing my job, it is due to my good health. Suppose if I am sick, if I am diseased, then what will happen? I will be bedridden, and doctor will advise to take rest, and in that condition I will have to remain on leave. And imagine the persons of our nation, the persons of our society, majority of them are sick, majority of them are weak, they are bedridden. In that condition, what will happen? The person who is suffering, he cannot work, he cannot perform his duty. Not only that, for their treatment, the family has to spend handsome amount, huge amount, and the persons in the family, they cannot perform well, they cannot do their job, as they will be in anxiety, they will be in stress. So overall, it is our health that decides the welfare of the family, the welfare of the society, and welfare of the nation as a whole. Because if we are healthy, if we are happy, then we can lead our life joyfully. Our life is meaningful, and if we can enjoy our life well, then our level of performance is high. We can utilize our energy, our time in a better way for increasing productivity, for increasing our efficiency, and due to our increased efficiency, it will lead to productivity, and productivity leads to prosperity. Because if I am happy, if I am healthy, then I can earn, and if I can earn, that means my family will be prosperous, my family will be happy, and overall, if all the citizens of the country, they are healthy, they are happy, then they will lead to the development of the nation, they will add to the development of the nation. And if the persons, if the citizens of the country, they are suffering from disease, they are unhealthy, then our country will lead to its degrowth. So it is not only myself, rather, if I am happy, if I am healthy, I will build our nation, I will contribute to the building of our nation on the right of prosperity, on the path of prosperity, on the path of its growth. So it is our first and foremost duty to keep ourselves healthy. And so, keeping in view all these things, the chapter, the material which is being included in your book, in your text, that is not only meant that you have to go through the chapters and pass the exam. It is for the purpose that the things should be inculcated by you in your life, in your coming days. Not only in coming days, at present also, so that you can increase your efficiency, you can enjoy your life, and that is essential for being livelihood. You have to remain happy, you have to remain healthy. So first of all, let us define what is exactly health. The term health, what is meant by the term health. So the name of the chapter is why do we fall in. The chapter is we fall ill? And if we are knowing the factors which lead to disease, which lead to discomfort, then we can avoid those things, we can avoid those habits, and we can keep ourselves healthy. So as per WHO, World Health Organization, according to World Health Organization, health is a state of well-being. Health is a state of well-being. That means a person must be physically fit, mentally alert, emotionally balanced, and his behavior must be acceptable by the society. The activity, the behavior must be accepted by the society. Suppose if a person, he is free from disease, having handsome physique, but his thinking is negative. His deeds are antisocial, his behaviors are antisocial, or he is not balanced by his behavior, even by his emotions, then he will not be treated as a healthy person. So health is complete well-being. It is a state of complete well-being and not merely free from disease. So as per WHO, health means health is a state of complete physical, mental, psychological and social well-being. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, psychological and social well-being. That means it is not merely free from disease. If a person is disease free, he may be healthy or may not be healthy. Suppose a person having no disease, no ailment, physically fit, but he is emotional. He cannot control his emotion. The behavior in society is antisocial. His thinking is negative. He is pickpocketing. Then in that case, we will not consider the person as healthy person. So it is not only free from disease, it is not only physical, rather mental, psychological and social. Our social behavior, our activity must be accepted by the society. Then only I will be treated as a healthy person. So this is important definition from the point of view of exam, that define health. What do we mean by health, or what is the definition given by WHO? Next, what are the factors, what are the reasons, what are the causes that leads to unhealthy, that leads to disease? So the next term is disease. Next term is disease. The term suffix and prefix. So this is prefix. And is, term is means comfort. This means disturbed. Is means comfort. When our comfort level will be disturbed, then we will be diseased. So disease means disturbance in our relaxed condition, in our comfort position, then we will be sick. That means we are unable to perform our daily life, our daily routine, our common work. In that condition, we will be suffer, we will be diseased.